Okay, I think we are live. Just gonna make sure everything's working fine real quick. Okay, I think we are good. Let me just mute that real quick to make sure everything's working. Test, test, test. Okay, I think we are good. Test, wait, test, test. There it is. Okay, I think we're good. Fingers crossed. Yo, Darox, welcome to the stream, dude. How you doing? How you doing, dude? I forgot to bring up my counter. Give me a second. There we go. I need that for later. So you go live while at the gym? Damn, you're at the gym right now? Crazy. Just chilling. I'm chilling as well. Just vibing. Making sure everything is working fine before I start. Let me hit record as well so I don't forget. And there we go. Right, let's start this. We're doing some more curry hunting today. There we go. I tell you, it's a juicy pump. Damn. Not gonna lie, I have not been to the gym in a hot minute. I do need to go back at one point. I need to go back regularly at one point. Yeah, that's just the name, is curry hunting. You use curries to find Pokemon. You want a takeaway land? Oh, dude. Takeaways are so good. So it's so bad for you, you know? Having takeaway is just, oh. It's so nice, but it's just, it's not good for you at all. I basically have one like once a week at this point. I need to stop, but it's just too good. That's why you need a meal prep, yeah. Like, I try to sort of plan out the meals I'm gonna have, but a lot of the time I'm like, it's really of a day-to-day basis of like, do I feel like having this thing? I know a lot of the times I end up like going, I can't be asked to cook, I'm just gonna have a sandwich. And that's what I have for my dinner. But a lot of the time. Yo, Omar, welcome to the stream, dude. How you doing? What do you mean L? You mean W, because we're about to get a cool shiny. That's what you mean, Omar. That's what's about to happen right now. We're about to get an awesome shiny, and it's gonna be so cool, and I'm gonna be so happy that I'm finished this hunt. Because this hunt absolutely sucks. I've really gotten into the pattern of it though. I'm not happy doing this hunt. I'll tell you that much, Dirox. This hunt absolutely sucks. But I've committed at this point. I'm 1,000 curries in. I've committed. Yeah, no, we've got to do Outlast at one point. It's just when everyone's available to do it, you know? I don't know when you guys are playing Outlast again. 2 Shakespeare rag selfie time. Fair, fair. Showing off that hairy bod. I've really gotten into the routine of doing curries now, where I don't have to pay much attention to what I'm doing, and I'm getting Charizard class each time, which is just so nice. Not having to pay attention much anymore. Oh, I love this theme. This theme's so good. Come on, curry. There we go. I'll tell you what though, my Joy-Con has absolutely been destroyed. It is disintegrating in my hands. I honestly thought my fingers would be the first things to go in this hunt, but no, the Joy-Cons are breaking on me. I might actually have to switch out my left Joy-Con, it's that bad. Like, the rubber bit on it is just completely, like, it's basically gone. The rubber bit is gone. You're glad you found a way for Nintendo to stop cheaters? I mean, I don't know, it's very weird. They can easily just knock them offline, but the fact that they break the whole Nintendo Switch is a bit too much to me. I understand why, right? It is to fully discourage people to modify their Switches. And the only way, even if you go offline, the people will still mod their Switches. They don't care about being online or not. So the only other way to do it is by, you know, bricking the actual Switch. But still, like, there are plenty of consoles and stuff out there that don't mind being modified, or like games that don't mind being modded, and those are the better games. Like, you got like stuff like Repo. The devs love seeing all the mods coming around, and how the community can do that. I feel like if Nintendo got all the times, I feel like, you know, modding on the Switch would be really cool. But they don't allow it, because, you know, they're weird. I understand getting rid of cheaters. Cheaters themselves, there's no need of it, come on. So if you allow modding, there will be cheaters who try and get through that. I don't know, it's a very grey area. So it's sort of like hard to do, but I think the one thing with Nintendo, at least recently, is that I saw in one of their agreements is that essentially if you agree with their EULA, you can't sue them or something like that. It was something really weird. Welcome back, Darks. Which just has me a little bit worried that they can basically get away with things a lot more now. I'm doing good, just vibing, hunting for some shinies. Or at least a shiny, hopefully. Knowing my luck, I will not get one, because this hunt is god-awful. I've really gotten into the routine of this hunt though, which is nice. I'm happy I got into the routine of it. Boom. You got your notifications on Do Not Disturb, but yours, mine came through. It was a sign. That has to be a sign at that point, you know? If I come through Do Not Disturb, it means you gotta say hi. That's just how it is. Wow, okay, we've not had a single Pokemon spawn. This is crazy. 5 curries in, and not a single spawn. You want a selfie? Sure, let's go. Is it with a hairy bod? It's gym approved. Oh, okay. Fair dude. That's on OnlyFans? Damn, I'm gonna have to pay for OnlyFans now? Shit. I might get Copper Archer here. It's still way too much curry. There we go. But yeah, I need to replace this Joy-Con at one point. This Joy-Con is absolutely breaking on me. At least Pokemon will be safe against the hackers, they cheat. Go back to the Switch 2 account. Yeah. Like, there's a good side to what they're doing, and there's obviously a bad side. It's very... I'm very in the middle center. I understand why they're doing it. I understand. But yeah, it's just really different. Damn, showing off your muscles. Look at that. Sexy man. Really? Again? No Pokemon? Am I really just getting unlucky? See, I see so many people with streamer luck. So many people nowadays, you know, we go on to the thing and they have so much good streamer luck. Me? I'm getting jack. There ain't nothing here. Yo, you laughing out loud now? Let's go. Come on. This game just absolutely hates me. When's the last time I did this on stream? I think the last time I did this on stream was like last week. So you're basically making soup? Yeah, I'm basically, you gotta make curries, and every so often, I think it's like a 25% chance a Pokemon will spawn, and when that Pokemon spawns, it has a chance to be shiny, which is like a 1 in 4,096. I don't have Dead Island. I played it on my friend's account, but I don't have Dead Island myself. At least to my knowledge. I might have. Maybe I do. I don't know. There we go. Finally, something spawned. Not a shiny though. You took a screenshot of the live stream from 2 years ago or 1 year ago. Don't remember. But yeah, he had a legendary. The username was Pokehex. Yeah. I mean, there's so many of those. There's so many of those. You can say play a 4-player group for that. Wait, I didn't write Dead Island's for multiplayer, is it? Yeah, unless the new one is. I thought Dead Island was a single-player game. It depends on the price, really. It depends on the price. You got it in CD keys 3 years ago for like 150. That's pretty good. I'll have to look at CD keys at one point, yeah. Yo, Tetra, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Is that a nose? You don't smell me. I smell pretty good right now, so you can't smell me. Look at that. I'm getting Charizard without even trying at this point. You smell delicious curry? It is very delicious curry. I'll tell you that much. Like, it's massive curry, you know? The Gigantamax curries. There's no difference anyway. Each curry is the exact same and you have to eat every single one. I feel bad for my Pokemon having to eat 1,000 curries so far. Like these poor Pokemon. Good thing I have a Gigantamax hunger. Well, that's a good thing then. I need help eating all this curry. There's no way I can eat all on my own. There's just too much of it. Here we go, there we go. Ooh. 175? I'm gonna have to go buy it at one point when I can. Gigantamax curry. Yeah, I've really gotten the swing of this. Just Charizards every single time. I haven't messed up once yet. No Pokemon though, unfortunately. Before you buy it, let's try and get it so you don't waste your money. Wait, what do you mean? Oh shit, wrong one. Oh right, yeah, get a group, yeah, right. Yeah, you can get a group going. I can go and buy it. I don't know why I put 10k on. I'm so used to putting 10k for recording to make recordings look crisp. But I did it for the stream. But the stream looks good. Like, the stream looks really high quality. But it just needs to be this much. So I'm kind of just using way too much internet than I'm supposed to. All characters have different stats. I just forgot I played Dead Island. It's been such a long time since I played Dead Island. So I've only played it on a mate's account. Like when I went over there to them at one point. That was like, oh god, that was like, I want to say over 10 years ago now. Definitely over 10 years ago. Bro, where are the Pokemon? Like my luck's not this bad. I've had bad luck, but not as bad as this one. I've really only got one Pokemon so far. Usually go for the guy who does 4 bars of melee damage. Damn. Wait, what other stats are there? Like, what are the characters? So I'm assuming if it's 4 bars of melee, you're probably more of like a tank, I guess. Or more of a DPS, I guess. Melee, health, strength, and crafting. I'll probably suck at crafting, I'll tell you that much. I'll probably go for like health. So I can maybe survive longer, I guess. 3 guys and a girl. Ah. Are they all interchangeable? As in, like, the girl can be melee or health or strength, you know? Or is it like the girl is this skill? If you beat the game, you get an extra character who has almost maxed in every stat but crafting. Damn. But it's basically just like the broken character compared to everyone else. Like, either they've all got set skills. It's been a while since you've looked. Fair, honestly fair. When was the last Dead Island game? God, I don't think about it. Curry. Let's have a look. Dead Island. Dead Island 2. Its first release was in 2011. God damn. Dead Island 2 2022? Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming that's more of like a remake though, right? Do they have a Dead Island 3 in the works? Uh-oh. I messed up. Give me a second. I can't switch to see my chat because I have the wrong thing on. Till I've done this bit part of the curry. And there we go. Right. I can change thing now. Perfect. Yeah, but I wonder if they're working on a Dead Island 3. That'd be really cool if they are. And now, my curry making skills are just too goddamn good. Let's go mute that. There we go. Any shinies found for this curry month? There has been one shiny found, not by me. I'm not too sure who it was, but someone on Twitter showed that they did have find a shiny Bronzong, I think. What did you say the connection is, man? I was wondering if there's a Dead Island 3 coming out soon. Or if like they announced a Dead Island 3. But welcome in, Foxy. How are you doing? Could be possible. I hope that's true. I hope there's a Dead Island 3 coming out soon. That'd be really cool. So I guess it won't be for a while since, you know, Dead Island 2 out of the remake, or the remaster, whatever it was. And nice. You found a Deceit streamer who loves Psyduck as much as me? Wait, really? That's awesome. I can't believe it. They're stealing my thing. Nah, it's actually really cool. I don't think I've actually streamed Deceit. Like, I've streamed Phasmo, I've streamed a few other games other than Pokemon on here. But I just tend to keep Pokemon on my streams. It was all over the screen and the panels. You should, it would be funny. I might at one point. I might stream Deceit at one point. It depends when everyone does Deceit again, because it might be a while. Would you guys get me my reaction, you know? I mean, all you're gonna see is basically just my side of talking. You get to hear my voice, I guess, yeah. There we go. And now. Dude, I'm so good at making curries, it's crazy. I'm just too good at making curries. I actually haven't checked recently. I wonder if anyone else has got a shiny for curry month yet. I can double check with the curry month. Hashtag curry. Let's have a look. I see one, but I've already seen this person's. Hey, Daramarka. Nice, we finally got another one. See you later, Daramarka. Yeah, let's get to the next ones as well while we look. Yeah, I'm only seeing one. Only one person so far has got the curry. Shiny. Which is kind of crazy because there's a lot of people who are doing it right now. There's quite a lot of people doing curry month. There we go. Right, anyway, I'll continue the hunt. I need to post on Twitter more. I ain't saying X, fuck X. It's Twitter. I need to post on Twitter more when I'm like going live and stuff. I just can't be arsed. Too lazy. I still find it really funny. The way to get Charizard class, at least during this method, is you have to burn the curry. Bit weird, but you have to. But obviously every time you're not supposed to burn the curry normally. So every time you do burn the curry, the Pokemon in the background are just so upset that you burned the curry. And they like the whole thing. Even though Charizard class is the best thing you can get. There we go. What about Charizard class? We got one right here. I don't think I've really fucked up, like, doing furries recently. Hey! Back-to-back Dara marker? Don't mind if I do. Can I have a back-to-back-to-back Dara marker? That'd be awesome. You know, I think this hunt wouldn't be as bad if you get if you get a Pokemon every single time you do a curry. Like if you got a Pokemon every single time you did a curry, this hunt would not be as bad. But the fact that the highest thing you can get is like 25% chance of one spawning, it sucks. It's not fun. I mean, I'm still having fun making curries. Like, if I'm not having fun making curries, I wouldn't be doing it. Like, I would be doing something else than the making curries if I wasn't having fun. That being said, I might take a little break for a few days after this session. Because I've done so many curries in so little time, my fingers are starting to ache. I need to do a different hunt for a bit. Ah, no back-to-back-to-back. That would have been nice, but unfortunately not. But my chair is getting awful now. I need to fix that up. I also recently got approved to TikTok Live, which I don't remember signing up to get access to it personally, but apparently TikTok messaged me going, hey, look, you can go live now. I'm like, alright, I might give that a go, you know? I might try and do TikTok Live at the same time as doing one of these, like a YouTube stream. How's the curry hunt? It's going. It's definitely going. As you see, I've hit 1,000 curries and still do not have a shiny yet. But if anything's to be said, someone has found a shiny at 6,000 curries. So once I have 6 times the amount, maybe I'll get a shiny. Who knows how long that's going to be, though. I can't remember how long I've actually spent doing this hunt, like getting to 1,000. Way too long. I mean, from what I've learned, right, it's every 40 curries, it's about an hour. Or just over an hour. So I can probably do some math to figure out how long it actually took me. What are the odds for finding the shiny in Curry? It is 1 in 4,096. It is the full odds. Unfortunately, shiny odds, or something shiny charm, does not affect the odds for Curry for some reason. Not too sure why. It just makes the shinies even more rare, which is even worse for me. Because this hunt is already taking a long time. But yeah, I can double check real quick. Give me a second, actually. I just do a little bit of calculation. It says 25. So I've probably been at this for about a day. Not a day, like, entirely, but about 1,000 encounters is about 25 hours. Which is a lot. I've done quite a lot of curries so far. Unfortunately, I don't think I have enough time to get to odds with the curry. Not a great shiny method, but you get to share curry with your Pokemon, which is cute. Yeah, I like that too. I mean, I am overfeeding them a lot, so I think it's to a point where it's more bad than good. But I do like the method, right? I do like this method. I think it's a really cool method. I feel like they should have altered it a little bit to make it so either the shiny charm works or the odds of finding a Pokemon is better. There's a 25% with Charizard class, and it only gets worse if you mess up. So if you get Copperage, it's 20%. If you get Milcery, it's 15%. So yeah, it just gets worse and worse the worse you do with the curry. I feel like if they hit Charizard, it should mean like at least 50%, right? If it was like 50%, if you hit Charizard class, and then like, I don't know, 30% for Copperage, and then 10% for Milcery. I feel like if they did something like that, you know, it made a bit more sense. And it makes the hunt a little bit more easier. I mean, at the time, right, at the time of the start of the games, when Sword and Shield first came out, nobody knew how to get Charizard class. It was only until, like, kind of semi-recently that people figured out a way to get Charizard class every single time. I'm really surprised that the Shiny Charm doesn't work with it. Uh-oh. Give me a second. This happens sometimes. There we go. My capture card is messing up recently. I need to do that every once in a while. Kind of defeats the purpose of the charm. I mean, the charm, we don't know if it was on purpose, right? That's the issue with Pokemon. Pokemon are very, well, GameFreak are very bad at making games. As in, they make a lot of bugs a lot of the time. Like, there's so many different bugs in games for Pokemon. So we don't know if the curries were intentionally stopped, or if the Shiny Charm was intentionally stopped for curries or not. We just know that's just the case. Because there are some Pokemon, like static Pokemon, that are not affected by the charm. Like, you got the Reggies. The Reggies are not affected by the charm. We don't know if that's on purpose or not. We don't know if like, the random Corph Squire that you can find in the game, but that's shiny locked. We don't know if that was on purpose or not. And that's the issue with something like GameFreak, is they don't really update their game much. If there's a bug, they won't really fix it. It's only really, like, you know, the only Pokemon, the games that I've seen recently that have actually updated their game, to make sure bugs and stuff weren't in it, is BDSP. And BDSP wasn't made by GameFreak, it was made by Ilka. So Ilka care about more about Pokemon games than GameFreak do. Which is weird to be said, because obviously not many people like BDSP. I like BDSP personally. I enjoy the games. I enjoyed the old games, Diamond and Pearl. They're my favorite games, and I enjoy BDSP just as much because it's the same game. That's quite literally what it is. So people who say, "Oh, BDSP is my favorite game," and you didn't like sorry, if people who say Diamond and Pearl are their favorite games, and they go they didn't like BDSP, then you don't like Diamond and Pearl then. Because Diamond and Pearl is just the same thing. Like, they had obviously the chibi art, I get some people might not like it, right? There are some things like it just doesn't look good. I like it personally. It looks like the old games. Because the old games were that sort of design. It's just modeled into 3D. BDSP should have had platinum stuff in it. Well, that's the thing though. It's BDSP. It's a remaster, not a remake. If it was a remake, I can see people putting platinum in, or like a cool the Dimension stuff. But it was more of a remaster than a remake. But welcome in, Ryan. How you doing? Personally, I'm going to defend BDSP. I think BDSP are good games. I enjoyed playing the games as much as I enjoy playing Down the Pearl. Yo, Twisted J, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Bum 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 bum. Got yelled at by a duck. I ain't yelling. I'm just stating my facts. You know. I will stand on this hill and say BDSP is a good game. The chibi art didn't do it for you, but you liked it Underground and those games. That's the thing, it's like stuff like the Underground, right? The Underground is such a cool addition. Even though it was a remaster, so they didn't have to do it, they still added features in, like new features in. Which I think were pretty good. I think that the Grand Underground is really cool. The fact that you can go underground with your mates and go and hunt Pokemon together, I think that's really cool. I think that's such a cool little method to do. And obviously there are some cool Pokemon down there you can find even after you get the natural decks. There's even more new Pokemon you can get into there. So I think that's really cool. I think the park thing, it used to be Pal Park where you can get your Pokemon transferred. But obviously, since you can't really do that in this game, because there's different methods to do it outside the game, they changed it to have a bunch of cool legendaries there. You can shiny hunt them all. Like, that's so cool. Granted, yes, the soft resetting was a bit slow, which they did kind of update recently. Well, not recently, but they did sort of update it to make it a little bit more faster. Like, I think it's a pretty cool thing. There are no geese outside my workplace with a wait. Oh, there are geese outside your workplace with a bunch of babies. The geese are mad if you get close. Damn. Hey, it's Snoom. Look at the little Snom. He's on his way. The mama geese will fight you if you get too close. They do that. Yeah, they do that a lot. Just to like, just sit back and let them do their thing, you know. Trying to reach it. Give me seconds. There we go. While I'm waiting for the Snom, it's gonna open a can, you know. Oh, I didn't finish my tea. Shoot. I forgot about that. That's fine. This could be a really awkward positioning, but okay, there we go. He's on his way 10 years later, almost gone all the way. Dude, Snom just takes so long. It is kind of crazy. What do you mean vomit face with tea? Tea is just the best drink out there. You can't beat a tea. The coffee, vomits. I don't know how people can like coffee. Coffee's just way too, I don't know, the taste is awful for coffee. Friendship Evo sucks. I can get, yeah, I get that. The only issue that I don't mind it is because there's so many different methods now that you can get it up really quickly. Like you have the berries, you obviously have the smooth bell and stuff like that. It makes it a lot more easier to do friendship ones nowadays. But obviously back then, when it wasn't as easy, it was so annoying. Yo Ace, welcome to the stream, how you doing? So many things beat a tea? Nothing beats a tea. Teas are just like the best. They're so good. You know how much tea I drink a day? Too goddamn much. Like, I have a mug next to me. This mug is, I want to say, just over a liter. Like, it can fill up a liter of liquid. And I have about, I want to say about probably 4 to 6 a day of just tea. Yo, Jax, welcome to the stream. Are you a black tea or milky tea? I don't mind either one. I would go more milky though than black tea, but I wouldn't mind drinking either one. Any luck? Unfortunately not. We are 1,000 curries in and 0 shinies. You love hazelnut coffee, you just can't drink it anymore? Wait, why can't you drink it anymore? You don't drink coffee, you like the smell of coffee, but the taste you can't do. I don't know. I'm like on the fence with the smell of coffee. I don't mind it. I wouldn't say it's a good smell, but like, it's okay. I can like withstand the smell, but the taste is just awful. I'm not a coffee guy like that at all. Doing radar and brilliant diamond. Ooh, good luck with the radar. Which one are you doing? What Pokemon are you going for specifically? Gigantamax Curry. Dude, this is like so different to my first stream. My first stream, I was messing up so much, getting Copperages left and right. I'm barely paying attention to my game, and I'm getting Charizards now. That's just how much I've gotten to used to this hunt at this point. His actual issues, coffee is off my list of things you can have, along with popcorn. Oh, I see. That's unfortunate. Hopefully you can, well, you can't sort that out, I guess. It's not really an issue. Hopefully you can find a good alternative that doesn't mess around with your intestinal issues. Going back to work, good luck. Thank you so much, Ryan. Have a fantastic rest of your day. For a Pokemon that is 12% spawn rate in the Route 207. Larvitar. Ooh. Larvitar's a good one. Larvitar's a really cool one. Hopefully you can get that shiny Larvitar. I know Pokemon, the radar can be really hit or miss a lot of the time. So good luck on the Larvitar. Hopefully you don't mess up any of the thingies. Unfortunately none are appearing. Oh, hopefully you can find one then. Hopefully you can find one and your radar does not break. You know, think about it. I don't think I've actually done a radar hunt before. I've done a radar hunt in Diamond and Pearl once for Starly, and I got the Starly in like, I think I got the Starly like really early into the chain. I didn't even hit 40 and I got the shiny. If I remember correctly, like it was like 1 in 5,000 something that I got the Starly, and then I stopped. Are you still apologizing to the Snom? Oh, I forgot. Next time I'll apologize to it. I'll apologize to what I've done. I've missed so many snoms at this point. I kind of forgot about it. What you find is more chop and Jew, dude. Is there a certain way to make them spawn? Like, is there a... You do, like, repels to get them to spawn better? I can't remember how the radar works, if, like, repels can up the odds or not. Speaking of Starly, you still remember something from Beetle Binky and BDSP? Wait, what did Beetle do? Talking about Starly from BDSP, I actually do want to shiny hunt the uncatchable one at one point. I do want to shiny hunt the uncatchable Starly because I do have a file that can go get Pokeballs before that hunt. So I might try it at one point, just for a meme. For a bit. He was getting... Oh, yes, he was. I remember that, yeah. He just kept getting shiny Bidoof. He couldn't get a Starly. Hey, nice. Congrats, Ace. You can start that chain now. Hopefully, you can get the... hopefully, the chain doesn't break. Fingers crossed. Hey, welcome back, Dyrox. I've really gotten into the swing of these curries. I barely have to pay attention to the screen now, and I can basically get Charizard. Just look at your mum's package indoors. It's so heavy. Damn, even after the gym as well. Damn. Talking about deliveries, I actually need to check when mine is supposed to arrive. Post bicep tricep day 2, damn. Give us 2 seconds. Wait, 14? Oh, it's a 14 Puffles. Never mind. I thought it said 14th of May, but it's the 14th of June it arrives. Guess I won't be getting that for a while. That's so unfortunate too. I ordered the Manua for solo leveling. I have volume 1 to 11. However, I don't have volume 8. I bought volume 8 at the same time I bought volume 9, 10, and 11. But for some reason, volume 8 was going to be delayed. And now it's delayed until the 14th of June, so I can't read past volume 8 until I get it. Real quick, Ducky, I appreciate you, man. I'm glad I met you, bro. And you silly have become one of my favorite people. I love you, bro, and we have all these different vibes. Dude, I love you too, man. We just have the good vibes, man. We have good vibe energy. I can just send you all of the homies kissing, and it's great. Gonna play more though? We do gotta play more. I think I messed up. I think I just got my first Copper Raja. Oh, what am I doing? I was gloating. I was gloating too much and I got Copper Raja by accident. I've only got 10 left, damn. You're making me want to make a curry now? Do it. Make a curry. Make a good curry. You went out of quick balls. There's one broken your last one. Chain didn't break. Let's go. Come on, flames. There we go. There we go. Would need to go to Tesco's or M&S. I feel like, I can't remember which one. I've not been to M&S. I have an M&S near me, but I don't really go to it. I don't really go to Tesco's either, to be fair. I don't just go to Aldi. Aldi's like my sort of go-to shops. So I feel like the next one is probably Tesco's. To be honest, you don't think you've ever had a curry RL? Really? You've not had a curry before? I'm not very finicky when it comes to curries. I don't mind them. But I'm not big on spice. Not like seasoned stuff like that, but like heat. I'm not that good at having heat. I'm not the best at it, I'll tell you that much. Like, I don't mind a mild, like, okay hot curry. But there are some curries that are like, oh, way too spicy. But I'm definitely sort of like, I do like myself a curry every once in a while. Here we go. We're not gonna fail this curry. We're gonna get a Charizard class. It's gonna look pretty cool. And we're going to get a shiny Pokemon right afterwards. Here we go. Oh my god, I messed up. Oh, how did I mess up the easiest one? Okay, we got this. It's fine, it's still gonna be Charizard class. We didn't mess up anywhere else, so it's still gonna be Charizard. See, still Charizard, we're still good. And there it is. Now we get a shiny. A cool shiny, like Stonejourner. Right? Okay, never mind. What is it with this reset? This reset I've had, what? All Pokemon? Out of the 40 curries? I am getting so unlucky right now, it's actually crazy. I hope you know, the average of 40 curries is like 10 encounters. I've barely gotten 5. I don't think I've even gotten 5. I don't know how, I don't know what did I start? How many did I start with? I want to say I started with 254, I think. So I've had like 5 encounters. I can double check that right now, actually. Let's have a look at the start of the stream. 255, so I've had 4 encounters. That's even worse. This curry does not want to give me a Pokemon at all. Maybe that means I'm about to get a shiny. Maybe that's the case. You know, no encounters. It's got to give me a shiny instead. Here we go. I'm about to see my amazing shiny just walk right next to me. You know, a really cool Stonejourner. I'll take a Vanillish, I guess. Darkmarker would be cool. Snom would just be funny, just because how slow it would be to get to me. I'll take anything at this point, like. Charizard. Okay. This game just does not like me. Oh, no, don't want to. But yeah, Twisted, you're definitely gonna have to go get yourself a curry. Like, you can get a pre-made curry and stuff, like, from the stores. Well, actually, I don't know. But it depends on where you live. I know around where I am, you can get pre-made curries and stuff. Definitely have to give curry a go. Because they are quite nice. They can be quite nice. I guess it really depends on what's in them as well, I guess. You have to check the grocery store you go to? Yeah. I would. I'll go check just to try it out, you know? You never know. It might be your new favorite food. You know what would be funny though? I think I should find a curry to eat. So if I get a shiny, I have to eat the curry. Like a really spicy curry. I think to play some pizza is my favorite food. Honestly, fair. so fair. I love a good pizza, you know, especially around my area. My local stores have some fucking banging pizza, so I can't deny, you know, pizza is just one of the best sort of foods out there. It's so good. There we go. Oh, this is a very familiar song. Is this the Zacian Zamazenta battle? I think that's what it is. Zacian and Zamazenta. Come on, Flames! There we go. Nice. Good job, Flames. It is the Zamazenta one, yeah. Oh, the Zacian one. Where's... Oh, it is. What the hell? Am I really got to get Caparaja for doing it perfectly fine? What? I think I'm about to get Caparaja here. The smoke disappeared. I was doing it fine. Damn. Your chain broke at 6? Oh, rip, dude. That sucks, because Lavatar's really annoying to find. I hope you can find another Lavatar soon. I'm just trying to think, right? I've kind of went to like, I kind of basically normally stream about once or twice a week. I'm trying to think. I might stream this weekend. I'm not too sure yet. I'll have to figure out what I'm doing this weekend. I was kind of busy last weekend, so I couldn't really stream. But I'll have to look around and see if I can stream on Saturday or Sunday. I'm just trying to think of how many more streams I can do of the curries before before the month ends. Obviously, I'll be doing curries off stream as well. I'm just trying to think. At least 21st and 28th, I'll probably be streaming doing curries. So that's at least 2, maybe 3 streams, possibly. I am maybe thinking of streaming the anime rewards. I don't know if I'm allowed to stream the anime, like the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. I don't know, but that'd be a really fun stream to do. Just because I want to see what happens live. I want to, I want to see what gets Anime of the Year for Crunchyroll. We all know it would be Freerun. Freerun is definitely getting Anime of the Year. That was my vote, at least. Though then again, I will take any of the 6 nominations for Anime of the Year. All 6 are absolutely banging. All 6 are so good. Dude, you got Freerun, you got Dandadan, you've got Apothecary Diaries, Delicious in Dungeon, Kaijin and Ray, and Solo Leveling. Like, that's such a stacked Anime of the Year list. I would not mind any of them winning. Though, if I had to put a vote on one, it would be Freerun. To me, Season 1 of Freerun was just so fucking good. I have the manga for Freerun now that I need to go and read at one point. Should I be using quick balls or repeat balls for this? I would say probably quick balls. I know this is an old anime, but you love Diary. I don't think I've heard that one. What is that one? I've not watched this, so I'm not too sure what it is. I've not even heard of it. That's crazy, because I've watched a lot now. I've gotten like I'd like to say I've watched a lot. I've not watched everything. There's so many things that anime that I have not watched yet. I still have a massive list of things I've got to watch. But I've only started I started back in 2021, I think. I only started watching anime in 2021, so about 4 years. Which feels weird now to think about it. That, you know, only 4 years, it only took like what? I think 2023 was when I started watching seasonals. Like I started watching seasonal anime like 2023, so it's only took like 2 years to get into seasonal anime. And I've watched so many different animes at this point in these last 4 years. Look it up, it's great. I'll have to look it up, yeah. I'll have to look it up a bit later to see what it's about. But I have not watched it, so I have no idea. Let me look on my anime list real quick. If I can actually goddamn spell. That's not what it is. Oh wait, is this it? It's your diary. Oh, Mirai Nikki. I've not heard I've not watched Mirai Nikki, but I've never heard of I didn't realize it had a dub name. I thought Mirai Nikki was just the name everyone knew. I think I've heard of Mirai Nikki. I've heard the name Mirai Nikki, but I've never heard of people use the English name for it. That's why I got confused. Which is starting to make sense now, because, you know, Mirai is future. I should have, well, I would have picked up on it, so. Is that's the sub name? I've only heard the dub name? Really? I've only heard the sub name. I've never heard the dub name before. But yeah, Mirai Nikki is the sub name. Wait, is this the last career of the reset? I think it actually might be, just barely. Basically in the same boat, yeah. Like, you knew what the dub name was, but didn't know the sub. I knew the sub, you didn't know the dub. But I've heard the name before, Mirai Nikki. Again, I've not watched Mirai Nikki, so I wouldn't know what the thing is still. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look at it a bit later to see what it's about. Is that the last one for this reset? Nope, we've got one more. Okay. One more curry, and then we'll reset and do another set. And then after that set, well, I'll end the stream. That's like another hour though. The 40 curry is about an hour, so we're good. We can do another hour. Come on, curry, burn, baby, burn. There we go. What other shows have you watched, Twisted? See if I can recognize any of them. I'm assuming you will only know the dub names for the ones you've watched. Ooh, a little bit too early, but that's fine, I think. I think we should be good still. Talking about watching seasonal though, I am so far behind on seasonal animes this season. I've just been so sort of busy for anime Twisted. I've not watched many shows recently that isn't anime. I've been rewatching Doctor Who, I guess, but that's about it, really. Right, yeah, what do we say here? Okay. That is 1,040 cruise. Let's continue. I'm also gonna stop the recording there and restart it up. There we go, perfect. We had 4. We had 4 encounters last curry. That is absolutely crazy. We only got 4 encounters for 40 curries. I will probably have to this as well. I forgot to save. There we go. Would Ruby count? I think it's considered an anime. So yes, it is. It will be an anime still. Yeah. I've not watched that one either. Nothing about that. I've not watched that either. I need to get around to watching more. Like, there's a lot of animes that I still not watched. To be fair, there are a few animes that I just will refuse to watch, which, if I say them on stream, I feel like a lot of people will go, what the hell is wrong with you? Because some of those animes include, like, very popular animes, like One Piece and stuff. You finished Volume 3, your friend also recommended it to you. Nice. Is it any good? Like, what's the synopsis about? Or what's the synopsis of the anime? Here we go. Give me a cool shiny in 5, 4, 3. Oh wait, no, let's do the normal thing. Right. I forgot you have to do the Ikuri first thing. Okay, go on, Ikuri. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, it's a snob. It's a little guy. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. That one, 260. Oh yeah, I forgot. Snom, I have to apologize. For the last stream I did, I was very, very mean to you, Snom. So I have very much apologized for what I've done to you. I will never be mean to you again, Snom. I swear to God. You know, you take as long as you need, buddy, to get here. You know? You live your best life, Snom. You live your best life. Alright? See you around, buddy. There we go. I've apologized to the Snom. It has been done. Don't have to apologize to the Snom again. Fucking girls named Ruby Rose, Wiss, okay, and Blake, okay. Trained to be a huntress to fight Grim in the world of Remnant. Interesting. That's all much you can say without spoiling much if you decide to watch it. I mean, I can definitely add it to my list. But my list right now is kind of massive. Like, I've not actually really watched much on my list. I've watched a few things on my list recently. Like, I finished Inspector, and I finished something about a world of colors or something like that. I finished like 2 things on my list recently. But I've been so fixated on seasonal animes that I haven't actually gotten around to my list of animes I still need to watch. Burns to Snom? You can't burn a Snom. He's a good little lad. You can't burn Snom. Yeah, look at me eating that curry for the 1,042nd time. God, I am still enjoying these curries even after so many of them. I wonder where the curries go, you know? Even like eating just 40 curries per reset, like you're resetting the game, but you're still eating 40 curries per reset. Like that must absolutely kill you. Like look how much curry is in the pot. Just give it a second, you'll see how much curry is in the pot in a minute. Once the flames of here we go. Look how much curry is in that pot. I know there's 6 Pokemon and me to go around it, but for 40 curries? That's a lot of curry. Like, how are you getting it down yet? Especially since all the Pokemon are little guys. They're not big Pokemon. But they all look so upset except from Aracuda. Aracuda He's just stood there. It's bug ice type. It is bug and ice, yeah. So of course the type advantage. Yeah, but what if, right? What if I terrestrialize it to a water type? Then it resists. Then he's fine. Then he's safe. You might not be able to terrestrialize in this game, but Snom is in Scarlet Violet, I think. Hey, Stonejourner! Look at the good guy. I hope this big guy is shiny. That'd be such a awesome shiny to have from a Kree. Like, the only person that has found a shiny during this hunt so far, there's only been one person that I've seen on Twitter show the Kree shiny, and it's been a Bronzong. Which, don't get me wrong, Bronzong is cool. It's a cool shiny. But it's as cool as Stonejourner? No. And Stonejourner used to be a really cool find, if I can find it. I have a Bulbasaur then? Nah, Snom wins, but Snom's a bug type. It'll just... Oh, and he's an ice type. So he still has the ice moves. And still got the stab to it. Best way to buy a Nintendo Switch 2, get a third job? True. Honestly, Switch 2s are very expensive. Though, that being said, I have pre-ordered the Switch 2. So, next month, we might be doing some Mario Kart World on stream for everyone who has got the Switch 2 to join me. So, anyone who's also getting the Switch 2 on release, I will probably be doing Mario Kart World on release, hopefully. I'm gonna have to like move up my switches around to get the Switch 2 dock in. But yeah, I will probably be streaming Mario Kart World to test, well, not only just to test it out to see how the game is, but, you know, to venture around, to have fun in the game. Because you can just go around anywhere you want in Mario Kart World, which is so funny. Like, it's a Mario Kart game where you don't have to stay on the actual race. You can go around and get different shortcuts and stuff. That's awesome. And not only that, it's more of a you race from one location to another, which is like really cool as well. And it's just one massive it's basically just one massive map, more or less. Like, that's such a sick concept. I know it's not. I know it's been done before. I know there's been a bunch of racing games like Forza. Forza have done it before. But for Mario to do it, Mario Kart, I think it's still really cool. And to unlock different costumes for your characters, it's just it's just eat fast food. Yeah, I think it's gonna be such a good game. I think Mario Kart World's gonna be such a good game, which is why I got the bundle for it. I got the Switch 2 and the bundle. I cannot wait for it to be sent to me in June. If I remember correctly, they send it out a few weeks early for it to arrive on the day. So I'm gonna be sitting at my door waiting for it. I'm gonna be waiting for the doorbell to go so I can get my Switch 2, so I can instantly go upstairs, plug it in, and set up a stream. That's what I'll be doing. I'll tell you that much. I'll make sure I have the June 5th free. I'll make sure June 5th is completely free for me to do it. What day is June 5th? Now I think about it. Oh, I just realized, June 5th, like, I'm looking at my calendar, right? I look at the calendar, and I can already see sort of June 5th creeping up. Like, it's not far away. Like, it's 2 weeks, oh no, 3 weeks from tomorrow. Yeah, 3 weeks from tomorrow. That is so close to the release date. That was just, it's kind of crazy. That's actually really crazy that it's so close. Like, I was not expecting when they released they did the direct in April. When they did the direct in April, I was not expecting them to say the release date was in June. I was 100% expecting it like August, September maybe. I was not expecting June. Like, that just felt way too quick. Especially since it took so long for them to announce it. Like, they announced that, yes, the Switch 2 was a thing last year. Like, March last year, April last year. They announced that it was a thing. But it took so long for them to even just show it. Like, what was it, January this year? They showed it. So it just feels way too quick from January to June that it's already coming out. Maybe that's just me though. Maybe that's just me. I'm not gonna complain though. I'm not complaining that it's coming out early or it's coming out like really soon, because I can't wait for it. I want it. I want my Switch 2. You know, I'm gonna be jumping on CA as soon as that comes out. So I need to make sure my Switch 2 is ready and all that good stuff. I'm still curious on how, because obviously there's a Switch 1 and a Switch 2 version of ZA. But I want to know when the release date is for them. That's what I still want to know. I want to know when the release date for ZA is. They still haven't given us a release date for it yet. Which, I'm trying to think, when did we get a release date for Scarlet Violet? Because I feel like whatever date we got for that is probably when we're going to get it for ZA. At least that's what I think. I need to look at the date though. I need to see what date it was. There we go. Right, let's have a double check real quick. There we go. Typing. When did game? There we go. No, okay, that's just saying when they announced it. I'm trying to figure out when they said the release date was. Yeah, because 2022, they said it would be late 2020. I'm trying to think. What did they say for the release date for ZA? I don't think did they say late 2022? I don't think they did. I can't remember what they said now. Because I can't deny the latest trailer we got did look more or less finished. Not more or less finished, but like there's definitely probably a lot more they still have to do during that. But it felt closer to the final build than it did I think it would have. I feel like, I don't know. But I think we are. I don't think it'd be November. I feel like it would definitely be more September time we're gonna get it. But I could be completely wrong. Let's have a look. Pokemon EA. There's no release date for it. It's just still. Oh no, it just say late 2025. Okay. Maybe it is November then. I thought it said something different to late 2025, but I guess it doesn't. It still says late 2025. So I guess we are still waiting until November for it. Most likely, at least. Alright, give us 2 seconds. I just we're gonna go to the loo I'll be back in like 2 seconds. There we go. I'm back. There we go. Oh, God. Alright, let's get this goddamn shiny, right? We're about to get this shiny right here. This is it. How many encounters have we done? Not encounters. How many curries have we done so far? I don't think I've done many. I think I've done at least maybe about 10. Maybe not even 10 actually. I actually need to check how many curries I've done so far. Dude, I like the gym leader battle in Sword and Shield. It's such a good theme song. A theme song? I guess just a song. It's not. Is it a theme? I guess it would be a theme. There we go. Oh yeah, talking about ZA by the way, guys. What Pokemon would you like to have a Mega the most? Like, this is not going into leaks and stuff like that, but what Pokemon would you want to have a Mega for? I'm not going to say much about the leaks. I'm not going to say anything about the leaks. I don't want to spoil anything. Unfortunately, I know some of the Pokemon that are going to get Megas. But that's just Twitter for you, because, you know, you can't really avoid stuff like that on Twitter. But I'm still going into this, like, I don't know any of the models and stuff like that, so... you know what else is a theme? My mom. My mom! I can't do the voice. You know what else is a theme? The mom. I can't do it, I'm sorry. I tried. Hey, welcome back, or welcome in, Nelson. How you doing? I saw the back, so I was like, wait a minute. This is the first time you chatted in today's stream. But welcome in, Nelson. How you doing? And boom. Another Charizard class. Just too good at the game. I'm already getting Charizards now. That's how good I am at the game now. Just getting too many Charizards. Did you find a Giratina, Nelson? Have you found it finally? Look at me eat that good old Charizard curry. That's how good, like, tasty it is. I'm just eating all that curry up. Wow. Okay. Dude, I'm telling you now, it's the streams. For some reason, when I stream, Pokemon just don't want to spawn. But when I'm off stream, I get like 6 in a row. Like, where's my look? Where's my streamer look? I'm just trying to think, should we do something else after this set of curries? I'm just trying to think what we can do. I don't have any other games set up for a hunt right now. Someone found him, might load out with a certain waterfowl. Damn. Well, hopefully you can find the Giratina soon. But yeah, Nelson, ZA, what Mega would you like to see? What Pokemon would you like to see in a Mega for? We're not talking about leaks. We just talk about what you would like to see have a Mega. I personally want Flygon. Flygon just deserves it. It was supposed to get a Mega in X and Y, and a Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I can't remember which one. But it was supposed to get a Mega then, and it absolutely got nothing. Because they couldn't think of a design for it. So poor Flygon got absolutely shafted, put to the side. So he's hoping Flygon gets its Mega it deserves. And if they don't, if Flygon does not get its Mega it deserves, I will do absolutely nothing. But still, I'll be very upset. You want Empoleon to get a Mega despite you hating Mega Evolution? Wait, why do you hate Megas? What's wrong with Megas? I like them. I like Mega Pokemon. I think they're really cool. But I feel like if Empoleon got a Mega, Torterra and Infernape would also have to get Megas. You know? Which I wouldn't mind. I would love all three of them to get Megas. That'd be really cool. Noivern, Flygon, and Phalanx would slap. I'm hoping for a Trojan Horse Mega Phalanx. It's definitely not because I'm obsessed with Epic the Musical right now. Fair. Honestly, fair. I think all three of them will be getting them. It would be cool to see a Gen 8 Pokemon, or Gen 7, or Gen 9 Pokemon get a... Oh, there you go, Beartic. It would be cool to see one of those get a Mega. Especially since they're more, I guess they're more new, and they wouldn't even had a chance to get a Mega form, so I can see that. Maybe like Stone Journey gets a Mega, and he turns actually into like the Stonehenge, like he has a full-on Stonehenge Mega form. That would be really funny. The Dex entries literally talk about when Mega Evolution's hurting the Pokemon. I can kind of get that. I get that. I guess in terms of lore-wise, it's obviously not good. In terms of lore, I can see it. But in terms of, you know, gameplay and designs, I think it's pretty cool. Like, if you don't add the lore factor in, that they hurt the Pokemon, stuff like that, I think it's really cool. Like, I know a lot of people don't like Megas, I know a lot of people don't like Z-moves, and Gigantamax forms, and Terastallizing, but I feel like without them, it just feels so much more bare. Like, having these concepts that spice up the battle a little bit more is a good thing. I think that's a really cool thing. I like the Z-moves when they first came out. It was really cool. It was a sort of basically of a Hail Mary situation to hope and pray that you can kill the Pokemon that is basically wiping your team out. Or with Gigantamax, you know, you can use them strategically, either to just try and onslaught, hit them to do damage to them, or by setting up stats to your other Pokemon in doubles and stuff like that. Like, there was strategic things for Dynamax and Z-Move, not Dynamax and Gigantamax. And obviously with Terastallizing, you can literally change the typing of your Pokemon. And that could be used in a lot of different ways. You can make a flying type Pokemon, or sorry, you can make a flying type Pokemon ground type to be immune to electric. And all sorts of stuff like that. Like, the way it changes the battle up to make it so, you know, it's not just your Pokemon you have to worry about, it's what is going to be moved, what moves are going to happen, what gimmick is going to be there. You know, I feel like all of them spiced it up a way. But they tough it out because their love for the trainer so much. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. You kind of hate Z-moves just because they aren't new designs like Megas or G-Max Pokemon. It doesn't have much of an insane effects like battles or Terra. I can kind of get that, right? Z-moves are definitely the sort of least impactful in terms of like designing Pokemon. But they do have really cool moves. Counterpoint, the moves they use, you know, is a really cool counterpoint of like, you know, think about Incineroar's one. Incineroar, he literally puts you in a wrestling match and absolutely destroys you. Or like Primarina. Primarina just makes a massive ass bubble and just drowns you in that massive bubble. The reality is an illusion, the universe is a hologram. My gold. See you around, Nelson. Have a fantastic rest of your day. You've never done a Metronome battle, but you like the idea. Metronome battles are pretty cool. I've done a lot of them on Showdown before. But obviously, yeah, it is completely RNG on what you get. It is very, very RNG based. Like a lot of the time, you can't really, you know, it's not something you can do. Like with Pokemon battles have RNG, right? Pokemon battles have a lot of RNG in them, but there's ways to control it. There are ways to control that RNG. With Metronome battles, it is completely random. You do not have a choice if you win or lose, sort of thing. Like, there's not really anything you control in the Metronome battle. The only thing you can really control in a Metronome battle are like, let's say, Choice Scarf. You can have a Choice Scarf in your Pokemon to make them go first, or make them do the first Metronome, which could be, you know, like, it could be really useful. But other than that, the actual movesets, the actual moves, you have nothing. You got nothing. You don't know what you do. It's still a lot of fun though, just to see if you get lucky or not. But the only other issue with Metronome battles is they can go on for a very long time. Metronome battles, if you get so unlucky, if both sides get so unlucky and get stuff like Tackle and Tail Whip and not moves you can really use, or like Splash, the battle can go on for a long time, which is it can be a bit boring after a while if you like turn 100 in and you've barely done any damage to either side. So it really depends on how lucky you are during the battle, on if you get a good win or not. And there's our Charizard class. I'm barely paying attention to this game right now, and I'm just getting Charizard left, right, and center. That's just how good we are. I've gotten so used to the rhythm of this game. Charizard class is just nothing special to me now. Also, 23 curries in, so we're nearly at the halfway mark for this reset. I am kind of hoping, fingers crossed, we can hit 270. 270 is like the target. But we are 8 Pokemon away, and we are getting absolutely no Pokemon. So, fingers crossed, we can hit that 270. We'll find out though. We'll find out, well, very soon-ish. Also, my throat is starting to go a little bit, so I'm going to have to mute my mic when I can. Give me a second. Ow. There we go, I'm back. Just had to cough. This is a Reggie theme, right? This is one of the Reggies. I don't know which one it is. I think is this one the short one? No, it's the Reggie trio and Orats. I still need to hunt the Reggies. I've been meaning. Oh, Beartic. Nice. Hello, big boy. I still need to hunt not Beartic now. I need to hunt the Reggies in Platinum. I need to get that set up so I can hunt them in Platinum. I've already hunted them in Sword and Shield, but I want to do a full odds hunt for them. I want the full odds for them. The 1 in 8,000 hunt for them. That's one of the hunts I've been wanting to do for a while, even though I've hunted the Reggies before. I want to get around to doing legendaries in older games that have the 1 in 8,000s. But before I do that, I will have to do my Torchic and Trico first. I want to at least get those starters done first before I start hunting other things. Maybe Groudon. Maybe Groudon and Kyogre will be my first ones. My first shiny hunt, like legendaries, like 1 in 8,000 wise. I could do that actually. That could be really fun. That could be really fun to do. Doo-doo-doo. And another Charizard class. Of course, we're just that good at the game. All we see is Charizards. Except for that one time that I really messed up. We don't talk about that time. That time didn't exist. We've just been getting Charizards left, right, and center throughout this whole stream. We totally didn't get a single Paparaja. Didn't happen. 21 Curries. Well, that's not 21, sorry. This is 20 now, I think. I think this is our 20th curry. That's kind of crazy to think we've done 20 curries so far already. 32 minutes into the recording. Only 20 curries to go, and then I'll end today's stream. You're doing the most craziest challenge for Pokemon? What is the craziest challenge? Is it Kyozomon? Isn't it that? Is it Kyozo? I don't remember the name. Like the really hard Pokemon challenge. I don't know if I would ever do that, honestly. Kyozo sounds terrifying to me. I don't think I could ever do it. Then again, I'm not a big Pokemon battler, personally. I'm more of a just shiny hunter. But I do Pokemon battles every once in a while, like in showdown stuff, if I'm bored. But I kind of tend to stay away from those. Hey, Stone Journer. Filling out all the papers for each Pokemon in Legends Arceus. Oh, so you got like completing the decks. I think I've nearly, actually, I think I completed mine. I think if I remember correctly. I think I've completed it or like gotten really close to finishing mine. I don't remember now actually. But I've done a lot for that, thingy. I've never finished it though. Which, now think about it, now you talk about Legends Arceus, I do want to do one more hunt on Legends Legends Arceus at one point, before ZA drops. I want to go to Legends Arceus one more time. Not just completing it, you're filling out the results? Wait, so I'm trying to, yeah, you're not like just like doing it, you're like kind of perfect it, like get the whole perfect of it. But I'm so confused. Yeah, you're trying to perfect it, yeah. That's what I mean, is I've most of mine are done. I just need to do a few more things. Hey, Coco. It was just drinking. Which I'm not surprised. It is such a hot day today. Okay, I'm gonna say it's such a hot day, but it's the temperature's gonna be like really low. Watch. It is a hot day though. Yeah, it's not actually that hot to be like outside right now, but in my room it's insanely hot. Like without this fan, I think I'd be dying. It's just too hot in the room, man. It's getting to that point though. we're getting close to summer now, and the closer we are to summer, the hotter it's just gonna get, which is gonna suck so badly. Like when it gets closer to summer, like I can see me not having a good time during June and July. I tell you what though, I cannot wait for Safari Week. I did so much better last year on Safari Week. Like, I actually got a lot more. I'm thinking I really do want to get my my Ruby and Sapphire files to the Safari Zone. Like, I really want to get my Pokemon there to the Safari Zone so I can do Safari Week there as well for the first time. But I don't know yet. It really depends on my Torchic and Trico. So that might be a hunt that I like do after I've done Curry, or after the Curry month is over. If I don't get a shiny or not, I'm probably gonna put it on pause after the month. And then at the start of June, it will just be non-stop me doing Trico and Torchic until I can get both of their shinies. And then once I get those their shinies, hopefully have enough time to get all my files to Safari Zone. And hopefully do Safari Week with those files as well. I would love to do the Emerald, the Ruby and Sapphire Safari Zone. There we go. And obviously I'll probably do like half Ruby and Sapphire and half Fire Red Leaf Green, maybe? I don't actually know yet. I'll have to figure it all out once Fire Week like rolls around. It really depends on when people decide it. Because it's not really a set week. It's normally in June. But the host, Absol, normally puts like a poll out to see when the best time is for everyone to start it. Or like the best week for everyone. So I'm kind of hoping it's more of a later June. So I can, you know, finish hunts and have my Ruby and Emerald to that point. So I can actually do them. If not, it would just be Fire Red Leaf Green again. Which is not bad. It's still not bad. You know, I can get so many encounters done in Fire Red Leaf Green. So either way, I'm happy. But I might try again. I know last year I failed. Where I was going to stream every day of Safari Week. But I might actually, again, attempt it. It probably won't work. It probably won't work the same way. You know, as in, like, I probably won't be able to do every single day, but I'll attempt to at least. You know, I'll get as many days as I can. And hey, a bump of snow. Alright, we get 5 more encounters, I'll be happy. If we get 5 more encounters, I'll be very happy. But that's a lot asking for 16 curries. That's a lot to ask for. We could get lucky. We could get lucky right at the end, you know? Back to back. We'll see. Let's see. When we go out to get a back-to-back Pokemon. And boom. Making curries is just an art at this point. It's so easy. Like, this is just, I don't even just pay attention anymore. That's how easy the curries are now. You just get into that rhythm. Come on, back to back. Give me a back to back Pokemon. Let me hit 270. That'd be very nice. Here we go. Can we hit 270? Is this gonna happen? Can we hit 266? Back to back. We have nothing. They're back to back. Down. My back to back look does not work on here apparently. If I'm offline streaming, if I'm offline recording, back to backs happen all the time. But when I stream, nothing. I don't know what it is. Like, my look on stream is awful. But when it comes to offline, when I'm just recording, it's just good. My look is just so good. I don't know why. I wish I knew the reason why my look is so bad on stream, but so good off stream. Like, the only thing I can think of is I pay less attention to it off stream than I do on stream. Like, even though I'm not paying too much attention to it right now, I'm still paying probably more attention than I would than offline, where I'm just watching a video or something while I'm hunting. I'm not too sure now. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm going delusional and I'm actually getting the exact same amount as I normally would doing offline. Another Charizard class, of course. To be expected, of course. Hey, Darumaka. Nice. That's what we like to see, you know, Pokemon slowly just keep spawning every once in a while, you know? It'd be nice. It was every 2, I should hit 5 encounters. Hopefully. Like, even if it's not back to back, if it's like every 2 curries I get an encounter, I'll take it. But that's the one thing that curries really need to do, or like they should have fixed. It's either fixing the shiny charm to make sure it works during the sun, or make it like so Charizard class is like a 50% chance to spawn a Pokemon. Either one would work for me. Because I mostly hit Charizard. So even if like Copper Archer was still 20% and Milcery was 15%, if Charizard was just 50%, I'd still have so many Pokemon. I'd have probably double. Like, odds-wise, I should have about double with 50%. But now think about it, right? It does prove, like, looking at my odds, it does kind of prove that the Charizard class is 25% chance to spawn. Hey, back to back, let's go. Let's talk about back to backs. We actually got one on stream. Nice. Can we have a back to back to back? That's the question. But what was I saying? The odds just kind of prove it. Because when I hit 1,000 curries, I had, you know, around 250, which would have been the odds for 25%. So yeah, it is around about 25% spawn chance, which is really cool. I think that's a, you know, I don't want to get to see how the odds work in the game with just normally shiny hunting. With this, I kind of do get to see it, which is really cool. Here we go, back to back to back. Let's see it. I want to see a third back to back. What back? Here we go. And boom. That should be Charizard class, even though I messed up too early. It should be fine still. There we go. Have a nice bit of my Pepsi, because my tea's gone cold. You know what? I haven't actually seen Snom in a while. when I record a lot, I get so many Snoms when I record. I've probably gotten 2 during these last 8 curries, just about 8 curries, which is a lot more surprising. I know Snom is not like the most common encounter here. It's like in the middle, I think. It's like a 15% spawn chance, I think. But I got so many Snoms during my recordings. Like back-to-back Snoms a lot of the time. And I've gotten maybe 2 during this stream. Which doesn't feel right to me. I'm getting so little Snom. Even though I'm not hunting for Snom, I just want to see a Snom. Snom's cool. The best shiny though, out of all of these you can get, is Stone Journal. If I get Stone Journal shiny, I'll be so happy. And that is like the main guy that I want. I haven't got a shiny Stone Journal in any of my games yet, so it would be a new shiny for me. And it's just it's such a cool shiny. And it's such a big Pokemon too. So it's like so obviously it's there. So I would notice right away if it's shiny. But it'd be a cool shiny to find. Like either way, it's such a cool one. That's Meltan. I thought that was I thought it was Snom behind the Sinistea, but no, it was just a Meltan. It was just a sleepy boy behind my my sleepy teeth cone. We're getting very close to finishing these curries off. I think it was like, what, 11 more curries left? Once we finish these curries, I will end today's stream. But we still got another, like, I want to say, another 15 minutes left, I would say. Depending on how slow or fast I am at doing these curries. We should have a decent amount of time still. Hopefully, one of these times will be a shiny. That'd be great. That'd be awesome to finally finish this hunt. I'll be so happy. But it, you know, knowing my luck, knowing how I've gotten barely any Pokemon spawns, I don't think it's gonna happen. Who knows though? We might get lucky. We might get really lucky and get something. Like we've been getting a little bit more luckier this curry reset. Like we're getting very close to 270, which will be average at 1,080 curries. So at least that's something good, right? No Pokemon again. Okay. We just need 3. We just need 3 Pokemon spawns. And then I can hit average, and I'll be happy. I'll be a very happy duck if I can hit 3 more encounters. Even if they're not shiny, I'll take 3 more Pokemon. Come on. Snom, Stonejourner, a Bomb of Snow, Gyro Marker. Any one of these cool guys. I'll take them all. Why does that sound like SpongeBob, like walking, like with the boots? Just plop, 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 plop. I know it's supposed to be Guzma's theme, but does Guzma have the boots of SpongeBob? It just sounded really weird. There we go. And boom. Easy Charizard. Oh, I've got to stretch my back a little bit. There we go. Yes, be happy about the thingy, the curry. You know, the one thing I've noticed though, for some reason, every time I load up OBS, my streaming thing changes. And I'm not too sure why. So every time I go to stream, it's always the wrong version, and it doesn't work. So I have to like try and fix it. which made me go like a little bit late into stream because it keeps changing. I'm not too sure why. Like, it should be permanently set the way I set it, but for some reason it just keeps changing. So if I remember correctly, I think there is a new GPU driver I need to update. I keep forgetting to do that. It's the one thing I keep forgetting, is to update my GPU. Like, I know it's banned, I know you should be updating your GPU as soon as it comes out, but it's just I forget. It's just such a forgetful thing. Like, how many people actually remember to update their GPU like right off the bat? I'll tell you now, I bet you there's barely any people that actually do it right away, except from like the real like computer nerds out there who update their GPU like right away as soon as they see the update. Like, there'll be a few people who will also just like to get out of the way with, I guess. But I'm just far too lazy to do it. I do get around to doing it though, but I get around to doing it to the point where a few days later the next update's all like out, or like the same day the next update's out. I'm like, okay, well, I can't be asked. I just updated it once. I'm not updating it again, sort of thing. I really need to sort of get into the groove of just updating my GPU as soon as it comes out. So I have been thinking about playing Doom, and I've heard the new GPU update makes Doom crash so often, which makes me think I should probably not update my game of my GPU of Doom because of how bad it's gonna be, or how bad it's gonna keep crashing the game. Like, imagine the GPU making an update to play a game for it to crash during that version of the game. That's a yikes. Hopefully they've patched it out. Hopefully there's a new update now that they've patched out so the GPU actually works and doesn't crash the game. But I want to play Dark Ages. I've looked at it, it looked good. But there's so many games I've sort of played still. Like Expedition 33, gotta play that game at one point. I've heard it's a really good game. Hey, a snom. Alright, well, I guess we're going to sit here for a little minute. I can have a drink while I wait for it to get to me at one point. Oh, there we go. Nice, good old Pepsi. But yeah, I've heard Expedition 33 is a really good game. It's a game that I need to play at one point. I'll get around to it. I don't know if I'll do it on stream or not, though. Apologize. But good luck. Oh, okay. Snom, I am very sorry that you have to leave the camp. Can you give me some good luck, though, before you leave? That'd be very nice. Bye-bye, Snom. I was respectable, you know. I did apologize. He has to leave the camp. Maybe I will get a shiny now. Maybe that's how I get the shiny. You know? Apologize to Snom. He finds the shiny for me. Maybe that's what's going to happen now. Maybe, watch, ready? I'm going to find a shiny in this curry. This one curry right here is about to get a shiny. Are you ready? Once the flames have been fanned, and once the curry have been stirred enough, and my heart and soul has been consumed inside the curry, therefore the shiny will spawn. That's how it works. That's just how it works. I clearly haven't made the perfect curry yet for a shiny to spawn. Like, there's not been a perfect curry for the shiny to spawn yet. It's waiting for the best curry ever made. And hopefully I can make that very good curry soon. Fingers crossed. There we go. Good old Charizard. Could you imagine there was a hidden class above Charizards? That'd be kind of crazy if there was just a hidden class this whole time. That after you do like enough Charizards, you can finally hit that hidden class. And it's like shiny boosted odds. Like it's a 1 in 10 chance you get a Pokemon shiny. I know I'm coping at this point, you know, just hoping and dreaming that something like that exists. But you never know, it could exist out there, you know, it could be in the codes that no one's found. It's not like people have dissected this game completely. Right? Yeah, this game's still definitely sort of, you know, haven't been fully gone through, modified to hell and left, right and center and shit and found every single bit of code in the game. There's got to be some code that haven't been found yet, right? Maybe that's the code of the curries. Done. I still want to know how one Gigantomix and one berry makes Charizard. I mean, obviously, that alone is not enough to make Charizard. You have to also burn the curry, you have to stir it well, and put a good heart into it. Now, there is more to it than just the Gigantomix and the Mickleberry. But it makes you think, why just one Mickleberry? Like, obviously, Gigantomix, you can only put one in anyway. You can only put one of the vitamins in. But why just one berry? Like, what makes that special to make curries get Charizard? Like, I'm really curious on the mechanics behind curries. Like, every time I do a curry, I'm always thinking, how do these curries, like, how does it identify a class? Like, I get the cooking bit, but obviously, like, how do the items help you boost your odds? I don't know, ask the curry. Okay, hello curry thing. How do you make Pokemon? How do you make you taste good? How does item make you good class? I don't think he's listening to me. I'm sorry to say, I don't think the courier can talk. I think we're screwed here. I think we're going to have to find someone else to figure it out for us. I know there's someone on Twitter who goes into the code of Pokemon and tries to figure out stuff like that. Maybe I might hit them up and go, hey, how do curries work? Like, how does one Gigantomix and one Mickleberry equal Charizard class? Obviously, if you do the curry well too. Obviously, you need the boost. Like, why can't you use a single berry, like a single orange berry? Why is it Mickle? Or why one Gigantomix and one Mickleberry can do it? Because even then, like, obviously orange berry is like the common berries, right? But there are like, if you do like just a normal food and a normal, like a normal rare berry, like let's say the Rindo berry. I don't know why Rindo, but I just chose Rindo. Like if you do like, let's say, I can't remember now. I'm trying to, bread. I'm pretty sure bread's an ingredient. If you do bread and the Rindo berry, why, and if you do the curries like perfectly, why wouldn't you get their Charizard class then? You can only get Copperaja from them. It's so weird. Which makes go into question, is there a way to do it with just bread? Can you do bread and a certain set of berries to make a Charizard class? Because this is the only way I know of how to get Charizard class, like, every single time, basically. As long as you do the curry right, you get Charizard class every single time. Which I find it funny. You know, the start of this hunt, before I started this hunt, I needed to do curries to increase the sociability for the Pokemon. There's a lot of prep that goes into curry hunting. One of them is the sociability of Pokemon. All the Pokemon in the camp needed to have their sociability maxed out. It's not friendship. Sociability is a completely random new stat thing. And the way to do that, the best way to do it, is curries. And when I was doing the prep for it, I had no idea how to get a Charizard class to spawn. I knew going into NPC's camp and doing the curries that way, I had a better chance of getting Charizard. I think I got it once. But most of the time, it was just Copperajah. And when I first started the actual one, I got Copperajah quite a bit before I started getting Charizards. But now, you know, I'm just getting Charizards left, right, and center. I'm getting Charizards all the time. Thank you guys for 7 likes. By the way, you guys are awesome. I don't really talk about likes, but I just saw the 7 likes. That was awesome. Here we go. We're on our last 2 curries for tonight. Can we get a shiny? Here we go. I would love a shiny to appear right at the end. That'd be really nice. Actually, no. That'd be really bad, technically, because then I would have no more curries. I'd have no more, like, Gigantomix. And hunting for Gigantomix was so bad. If you've hunted for Gigantomix before, you know how bad it is to hunt it. You could do it just by doing the max raids, right? Which is a rare chance to get Gigantomix. Or you can do this one guy in the DLC in the Crown Tundra. Every day he will have a new item that he can sell you with Watts. And one of those days could potentially be a Gigantomix. A single Gigantomix, bear in mind. You don't get like 5 or something like that. You get a singular one, which is even worse because there are items like Dynite Ore and Armorite Ore that you can get multiple of in that one day. But the guy sells 1 Gigantomix. So you have to keep resetting the day. Well, keep going like forward a day, every day, until you get Gigantomix. Then you buy the Gigantomix, and then go back to, you know, going forward in the days again, until you get the next Gigantomix, and you just keep doing that. It takes so long. I think it took probably just a day to get 40 Gigantomix. Like, the Gigantomix suck. Which I can see a lot of people. I can't remember if, like, I know people like Absol, I think, don't go for Charizard class. They go for Copperajah, which is completely fair. You know, 20% to 25%. It's not much, and obviously he has 4 files. Like, he's doing 4 different switches at the same time. So for something like him, it's just, you know, 20% plus 4. That's basically an 8% chance for a Pokemon to spawn. So he'll always get at least 1. I need to do that. I should get my second switch going. Give 20 of them, give 20 Gigantomix to my second file. And give 20 Gigantomix, 20 Mickleberries to the other file. And just go on like that. Anyway, we have finished. We have gotten 1,080 curries done. God damn, that is a lot of curries. I'm probably going to do some more tonight, off stream. But for now, I'm going to be heading off the stream. Going to relax a little bit after doing all those curries. And yeah, thank you guys for joining in on today's stream. It has been a blast again. It's a nice chill stream. I always do like chill streams like this. It's always nice. But thank you guys for joining in. I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of you guys' day. And I'll see you guys either in the weekend or back on next week. I'm not too sure I can do weekend yet. I'll find out on the day. But yeah. If not, I'll be back on Wednesday next week. Like I said, have a fantastic rest of you guys' day. And I'll see you guys then. Bye bye, guys.